I'm outside in the AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn, baby, and you know me. Who am I? Other people around me ride or they die. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. Y'all know that? Two-turn, baby, and you know me. Yeah. That's my drink. Anyway, what's up, ladies? How you doing, ladies? This is Soncerae here. I appreciate you being here. Fellas, if you have tuned into this video, you kind of don't belong here. I'm going to need for you to go to onlyfans.com/Soncerae_XO and live your best life over there. Because my content for you is over there, my dude. This is for the ladies, all right? So, me and Mark was talking today. Y'all know I love Mark. Mark's my admin, moderator, social media manager. He's wearing all of these hats. Got to love him. Okay. I was talking to him on Instagram, which is something I do all day, every day anyway. But earlier we were talking about a lot of the rejection that a lot of men get from me. Okay, I am the black man, white man, a Puerto Rico man, Cuban man rejector, Asian reject. I reject men often. Not because they're unattractive, not because they don't have any money, not because they're broke, not because they're, challenged in any department. A lot of times I'm simply just not interested in them because I'm dealing with some stuff that got to do with myself. Maybe I'm dating someone. It could be a number of things that's requiring that I have to say no to something that they're asking of me. But what ends up happening is men get extremely aggressive when I reject them. And this is something that Mark has been noticing for a long time. And he was saying to me months ago, years ago, when you reject people, the way that they respond to your rejection is off to me. And I'm like, I never understood that. I never understood it. I mean, it's guys on YouTube right now posting up content about me right now. But for some reason, their content is so negative. But what they leave out is how I rejected them, which is the cause for them to create the content to begin with. Right? Let's talk about the Dusties. We're going to talk about the Dusties for a second. That was my mentioning of the Dusties right there. But we're going to talk about them for a second and how their behavior shows what kind of man they are. We're talking about men versus boys here. So it shows the kind of males that they are, right? How they respond to how you reject them. So, I'm on OnlyFans, of course. Fellas are over there. And this guy's trying to holler at me all day, every day. This guy's sending money, of course. They show support. They love me. They've been longtime fans. They want pictures. They want special requests. They want a lot of things. So all day long, I'm servicing men to some type of way. I'm sitting down. I'm having conversations with them. They're all over the place. And it's always been like that. And you understand that if you're an attractive woman, they're always around you. Even if you're not that attractive, you're getting hollered at in some type of way. Walk in a black neighborhood. Walk in a predominantly black neighborhood and you getting hollered at. Trust me, okay? It don't matter if you're walking around in sweats. It don't matter if you got your hair bonnet on. They're going to try to holler at you. That's just how it goes. There has not been a day nobody has tried to holler at me, okay? Now, when I'm walking around in the streets, because of the place that I live in, I don't live in a predominantly black area. So a lot of times men are kind of standoffish about walking up to me, because I live in a different environment. I live in Northern California. So here it's different. But when I go in a predominantly black area, oh my God, it's a wrap. Everybody's trying to holler. I don't care if I don't have no makeup on my face. They're going to try to holler. So when I'm rejecting guys, and I'm not rejecting guys because of anything other than there's something going on with me that's making me not be interested in him in some type of way. It's not always the guy, but they take it so personal every time. And so what I decided to do was a little bit of research to try to understand, why do these guys get so aggressive when I reject them? All right, now the obvious answer would be, I bruised their ego. I hurt their feelings. right? That's the first thing you think of. They're hurt, their butt hurt. But how many times have we heard that? How many times as women have we excused a guy's aggressive nature after he's rejected us because in our minds we know we bruised their ego? That's just the tip of the iceberg of the explanation to why they do this. A lot of guys are trying to protect their masculinity. When they feel like a woman has rejected them, in order for them to kind of adjust how they feel about themselves, they fling out an insult. A guy had been trying to hit me up, trying to holler at me, not hit me up, but kept hitting me up on my OnlyFans, trying to holler. And he'd been doing this for 3 weeks. And I was saying to him, I'm sorry, I can't. No, we can talk here. He kept trying to get me to talk off OnlyFans, and everybody knows that's the only place I interact with people online. I don't go anywhere else to interact with people. And I'm telling him this. I'm like, you can talk to me here. You already paid for your membership. You know, you here. You already done invested your money. We start having a conversation about how men should invest in women. And to me, I always encourage women to reject men that feel like they are worth investing in. Nobody wants to be with somebody who feels uncomfortable with investing in them, whether it's finances, whatever it is, time, whatever it is. If you meet a guy who feels some type of way about just spending bread on you, he dealing with some other issues that don't have nothing to do with you. If he feel like you're not worth it, but he's sitting there trying to holler, but he wants to try to convince you that you're not worth it, there's something wrong with him. So this guy's like hitting me up and I'm telling him no. So finally I say to him, listen, you're not listening to me. You're not telling me, we're not having dialogue here. What you're doing is you're telling me what it is that you want from me. And that's all you keep saying. And you think if you keep repeating it, I'm just going to give in and what I want no longer matters. And it's solely about you. And that's the level of selfishness that's not going to get you anywhere with any woman, right? In order for you to get somewhere with a woman, you also have to factor in what she wants because it's not all about you, right? This is what I'm trying to explain to him the best way I can. And I'm going to teach y'all how to let him down easy in a minute. So I'm telling him this, and he gets upset. And he says, no, I'm not selfish. I'm smart. I don't want to spend money on somebody who isn't worth it. You're not worth all that to me. This is coming from the same man who just sat there and tried to holler for 3 weeks trying to get me to call him, go on a date with him, fly out of state to meet him, done paid for a membership on OnlyFans, done sent donations into me through OnlyFans, tipping like crazy. Now suddenly, after I've rejected him and told him your selfishness and you're not listening is the reason why you're not getting what you want out of me, because I'm telling you what you need to do in order to get what you want out of me, and you're not listening because you want to handle this one way. You want to control this situation one way, and you can't, because when you're dealing with me as a woman, there are certain things that I require. I have standards and requirements that need to be met in order for me to feel comfortable enough to date you or see you or whatever, right? I'm telling them this. I said, basically, this is what I was thinking in my mind, because I didn't even say this to him, because after he said to me that I wasn't worth all that, and this is the same man who spent all this money on me, I said to him, I said, listen, you will never be in a position to make me feel less confident about myself. All right? Your feelings being hurt and you saying this to me because you hurt is not going to get me to change my own self-esteem. Because you have low self-esteem yourself and you're proving that and you're showing me that, that's definitely not going to make me lose confidence in myself. The more you do this, the more I realize it is you. Like, trying to make me feel bad because of your insecurity and disappointment about being rejected won't work. I'm smarter than that. And I said, you was just begging me to go on a date, Now suddenly I'm a low interest woman. If I was low interest, you wouldn't have been begging me to begin with. I'm like, nice try. But I'm too confident in myself to let some strange begging broke guy from the internet hurt my feelings because he mad I rejected him. Plenty of men want me. They all on my OnlyFans telling me that. They're all kicking out money because I'm a high quality woman. And I was a high quality woman before I said what I said to him when he was pressed to go on a date with me. So I'm telling him this. Now, meanwhile, while I'm talking to this fool on OnlyFans, one of my social media managers is sending me screenshots of what's happening on my Instagram. Because there's a whole nother man on Instagram who I've been rejecting for like over a year. All right? He over there. Now, he's mad because my social media manager is saying, listen, if you want to talk directly to Soncerae, go on to OnlyFans. That's where she at. But you can't talk to her here. Go over there. So this guy's mad because he can't reach me like he used to. Right? Getting all that rejection for a whole year. He still want to get some more rejection from me because he wants a little bit of attention that I give him while rejecting him. For some men, that's enough. You know what I mean? Just to get that from you is enough for some men. Because this men that'll hit me up over and over and over again, no matter how long it takes, and get rejected by me every single time, but they still love the interaction with me. Now that he can't get that interaction anymore, he's upset with my manager. He's like, tell her she ain't have to sign up for OnlyFans. She should have just asked me for the money. I'm like, oh my God. So my social media manager is sending me this. You know, and of course I can look. I have Instagram on my phone because I'm talking to Mark sometimes. But I don't look at all of the other direct messages I get. I just let my social media manager handle that stuff. So I go look at the message, and this man is arguing back and forth with my social media managers over here mad. Right? I'm like, oh my God, these dudes are crazy. And so after saying all of that, after my social media manager was like, look, whatever it is that you need to deal with for Soncerae, you got to take it with her over there on OnlyFans, not me. Like, this conversation you can't have with me. I'm just her social media manager, right? This fool. Well, this is what the guy says. Well, it's a criminal offense that she faked her death. Boy, I damn near fell out the chair. I was like, okay, wait. If it's a federal offense that I faked my death, don't you think I would be under arrest out of all these people that are accusing me of faking my death, right? Because of this rumor of me committing suicide. Wouldn't it make sense for me to be in handcuffs by now if that's actually what happened, you fool? I was like, this nigga is a moron. They will say anything to make themselves feel better. It don't even have nothing to do with you, ladies. When men aggressively respond to you after being rejected or to anybody, it's a defense mechanism to make them feel better about who they are. They're honoring their manhood. That's all it is. They associate, listen, a lot of men will get rejected and just walk away and just feel comfortable with the idea that they tried. Oh well, move on to the next woman. And there's so many women out there. There's so many beautiful women out there that men could go out there and kick it with. Everybody that's listening to this is a beautiful woman. Every female that's listening to the sound of my voice, you beautiful. So if a guy is contacting me, getting rejected by me, and he don't have enough sense to go to one of y'all and see what's up, something is going on with him. You feel me? So they associate their masculinity with being rejected. And when their masculinity is threatened by you or somebody else, or they feel like they're being threatened, they have to prove how manly they are. And to me, that's just a goddamn waste of time, but whatever. Now, I hear some men out there say, oh, not all men act like that. Okay. But you're only saying that to also protect your masculinity. because you don't want people to think that collectively y'all are lacking in the respect and chivalry and love and care department. Okay? But men, most of y'all retaliate aggressively, violently, start calling women names. I mean, it's literally men out there that have trolled women. They have encouraged other men not to date this woman simply because they got rejected by that woman. Men do it all of the time just to honor their masculine beliefs. So it really don't have nothing to do with you. And I just want women out here to not take it personal when these men do it. Now, here's what is strange to me. Men care more about their masculinity and how their masculinity looks to other men. Like, don't let you reject a man in front of everybody. It's already bad that you've rejected a man privately. They feel some type of way about that. Definitely. But let you reject him in front of everybody. Let his homeboys have pumped him up while y'all out somewhere. Let's say y'all at a party or something. Some type of get together. Maybe y'all at a restaurant or a mall or the club or something. His homeboys done pumped him up. His little male friends done pumped him up. Telling him to go over there because you cute, you sexy, you fine, you whatever. He walk all the way over there. He gathered the strength to walk all the way over there to say what's up to you. Y'all sit down and have a chit chat. You know you nice, you sweet, you smile. Right? And then she's like, I'm sorry, you can't have my phone number. And his homies see you or her doing this? Oh, hell no. He definitely pissed now. So it's less taboo to display violence against you than it is for him to not honor his masculinity. For a man, it is more important for him to honor his masculinity than it is to not be violent towards you. Do you hear what I'm saying? To men, it's stronger to them to show how masculine they are by being violent towards you than it is for them to just walk away and take that L when they're in front of other men. Men want to be more appealing to other men, which to me is a tad bit homosexual, but whatever. Men want to get adoration from other men. They want to be the manly man of the other men. There have been times, let me tell you, I used to go out with my homegirls all the time. Like when I lived in Atlanta, we used to go out to dinner all the time. No matter what restaurant we was in, somehow a guy would find me and I would be the only female that he would sit there and send a drink to. He would have the waitress send me over a drink to see what I would do. And here's my thing. A lot of guys were slick, wouldn't tell the waitress who it was. Other guys would send me a drink and then, see if I would respond. But what I feel like men were telling me when they would send a drink over to me and nobody else at the table, no matter how many women was there, because most of the time I would have 4 to 6 women with me when we would go out to eat. These guys sit over a drink. And I think what he was trying to say to me was, out of this table of girls, I can tell you the alpha. I can tell you you're the beautiful one. And while all your homegirls are watching, I want to see what you do. I want to see if you reject me. While everybody looking at you, while me and my homeboys looking at you, while your homegirls looking at you, I want to see what you do. So every time a guy has sent me over a drink, guess what I've done? I have never sent a drink back. Don't ever send a drink back, whether you know who the guy is, whether you don't know who the guy is. I don't want a dude to ever feel like sending me a drink is enough for him to get me to want to, like, talk to him. Preferably, I would have preferred him coming all the way over to the table. Excuse me, ladies. And then talk to me and be like, I saw you from over there across the room. I just wanted to know what your name was. That would impress me, not a drink. And you know why? Because so many men have sent me over a drink. And this is what the problem is with men. They don't realize that there are other men doing the same thing that they're doing. They think they're the only man in the world. So when you be like, no, it really messes up their ego. There are men out there right now that are inside of my inbox telling me what I need to do to make them feel good about themselves. And one of the things that they say is, make me feel special. Make me feel like I'm the only man in the world. How many women out here want to feel like they're the only woman in the world when they're dealing with somebody they're attracted to? All of us. We all feel that. So when we reject these men, their world comes crashing down. It has something to do with their ego and their masculinity. When I turn men down, I always let them know, number one, I'm flattered. I'm flattered that you even had the courage to come over to me and talk to me or come in my inbox and say something. That's flattering in itself. That's a lot. I give them the credit for that. And once I do that, a lot of times, that makes it easier for them during the letdown process. So instead of being bitchy, like, no nigga, bye nigga, no nigga, do, but you're like, oh, that's sweet. I'm flattered. That's the first thing I say. I'm flattered. Really. I'm flattered that somebody acknowledged how beautiful I am. My personality, all that. Thank you. That's how I do them. So my suggestion to you ladies is to stop being rude to guys when you don't want to kick it with them. Because that's kind of hurtful. That makes them think that they're unvaluable, unworthy to other women. And I know some of y'all are out here like, that's not my responsibility to, help them with their insecurities and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it is. Because how you carry yourself as a woman reflects us all as a woman. It stops men from saying shit like, oh, black women are angry, black women are bitches, black women are blah, blah, blah. How you respond to men helps out women collectively. It makes it easier for us to walk down the street when a guy tries to holler and we reject them. So you're not doing this for them. You're doing this for us. Help us out and stop having a nasty attitude and take care of their feelings as well. How a woman respects men in general is a reflection of how well raised they were themselves. So if you're out here disrespecting men every time that you want to reject one, or you don't like something that this nigga said, you don't want to adjust your own attitude. Men are walking around here thinking that that's how all women are. And it's just not. So when we sit here and we complain about their behaviors and the things that they're doing and what we wish they would stop doing, don't you wish that other men would come to these men and be like, can you please stop behaving this way? It's immature. It's blah, 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 right? So as women, we got to do that to each other. We got to start checking each other. Get a grip, sis. You got to get a grip, sis. Let them down easy, sis. You ain't got to be rude. Talk about some boy, bye. I don't want to talk to you, boy. If you don't get out of my face, I'm having a hard day at work. If you don't go somewhere, do I look like I want to try to holler at you? I'm trying to sit here and have a drink at the bar. Mind my damn business. What are you doing? Don't be doing all that. Don't be doing all that. How you carry yourself is more important. How you carry. And honestly, I wouldn't even do silence. Like when you stop, men cannot stand when y'all get into it. Oh, they really hate this. If you dating a guy, or if you like a guy, y'all just talking, and you decide that you don't want to talk to him anymore, and so you just ghost dude. Oh my God, that is like the worst thing. Do you know that's what I was doing for a long time? I would just stop talking. I just wouldn't say anything. That's worse than you being rude. Because all that's going to do is hurt them some more, make them stalk you and harass you some more, especially if it's a social media thing. This has happened to me. Y'all already know. Any dude that's out there right now that's saying something negative about Soncerae, I don't care who he is, trust me, he got rejected by me at some point. And he's still dealing with that shit. I don't care if it was 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. He still feels some type of way about me to this day. I had this photographer, never tried to holler at me. But when he first came to me, he wanted me to shoot. He was bad at photography. He didn't have the quality work I needed for him to have in order for me to work with him. But he wanted me to work with him so bad. And I was like, honey, you gotta like fix your work first before I can come and work with you. You got to do something about your lighting. You got to do something about your shutter speed. You got to do something and change the quality of your photographs. Because right now, your work is not good enough for me to work with you. I said this to him when I was like 28. To this day, dude feels some type of way. Follow me on Instagram the other day. And I was like, here this dude go again. Because last time I talked to him, he was like, you told me my work wasn't all that. His work is priceless right now. The way his work looks is amazing. Now, if he'd came to me now, or with his work looking like how it looked now, if he'd came to me then and said that, and said he wanted to shoot, I would have been like, cool. But see, what he did instead of being pissed at me was go work on his craft. So he could show me later and get some type of approval or something to put in my face, say, yeah, now what? Now what? He ain't gonna shoot me now. And that's fine. Because, you know, sometimes stuff stick with these men and they can't, and it hurt. Y'all women, y'all know it hurt. When a man you love, even if you're in a relationship with a man, you love him or you interested in him, and he starts seeing other women or dating other women and he make you feel like you ain't shit, it hurt, don't it? So that's the same thing with these men. Even when they just take, do you know how much courage it takes to walk over to a woman sometimes? Some of these men don't do that on a regular. Of course you got men out there who try to holler at everybody, but what are they worth really if they hollering at everybody? But there's guys out there that ain't hollering at every woman. They see one that they want and they go talk to her. So if that woman is you and you're not interested in him, the way that you respond to him can hurt him forever. I promise you, he will be different from that point on. Rejection is something serious with these dudes. Just remember that, mama. Just remember that. That's all I'm saying. Have vision and stay focused, y'all. Namaste.
Take your engagement to another level. Join our fam and get access to free merchandise services, exclusive members only live chats, and videos created just for us. You are loved here. You are relevant and valued. We want to show you appreciation for supporting Soncerae by giving you special benefits and privileges. We respect your time and positive energy. Tell a relative to tell a friend. Here is family over everything. All we ask is trust. Thanks for staying loyal to us. Follow Soncerae on Instagram at The Real Soncerae. Have vision and stay focused. Namaste.